Sometimes we come to a session with a really big piece of work that needs to be done. Maybe it's an issue that has been with you for a very long time and it has many different pieces to it. It's got a long history and you've had it a long time and more layers have been piling on. Or it's just one event that's actually pretty painful and there's many different pieces to it, lots of emotions, and it may even remind you of other times that similar things happen. So it's complex, it's big, and it can't be dealt with in one session, no matter how we wish that was possible. In that case, what we can do is just end off with a bit of what we call sneaking away from it. So we acknowledge that we didn't get through all the pieces, and we also acknowledge that I'm still okay, that I can continue my life for now, and then come back to all the pieces when I'm ready for it, whether it's in the next session or when I work with somebody else or when I'm ready to do my own next piece of tapping. And the way that we can start doing that is just to imagine. So go through this with me now. Imagine that on your lap, you have a box. Take a nice deep breath in just to start. Get present in the body. So then imagine on your lap, you have a box. And this box can be any shape, any size, any material, made from something beautiful that's meaningful to you. And it's just big enough to fit on your lap, and it can expand if it needs to. And then imagine your issue, the thing that you're busy working with that you didn't finish in this one session. And imagine that all the bits and pieces about it you can put into this box. Not to ignore, not to deny, not to put it away, but to put it there for safekeeping until the next time that you're ready to deal with another piece of it. Our biggest problems need lots of attention from us, and we need to do that one little bite-sized chunk at a time. If it's a difficult problem, bite-size, really tiny pieces. That's manageable. So imagine that you're busy putting all the pieces about this problem and events that remind you of it and things that other events that felt similar. Just put them all into this beautiful box of yours. And when it feels like everything is in there, you can close the box. It's got a magical lid. You can keep putting things into there, but nothing can escape until you're ready to work with another practitioner or by yourself. And so just put that box somewhere where you know where it's safe, up in a cupboard somewhere in your imagination, under a bed. If it's got lots of things you don't want to think about, you can put it on Kilimanjaro or under the sea or on the moon until you're ready to get the box. And then we can do a little bit of tapping with that. So join me for a bit of tapping. If you're busy working on a big issue that's now in your box, let's just end it off with a few rounds of tapping and give it some comfort. Starting on the side of the hand, and just do what I do and say what I say. Even though there's a lot of things in my box, I'm working on a big piece, big area, and there's lots of pieces to it. And I wasn't able to finish it all today. That's okay. I'm still okay, and I've come so far already. Even though there's more to do on this big issue, and I acknowledge it's a big issue for me. It's a big one. It's been coming with me for a while. There's lots of pieces to this. I acknowledge that. And I'm also okay, and I can leave it here in the box for safekeeping until I'm ready to come back to it and work through it one piece at a time. Even though there's more to do here, definitely there's more to do here. That's okay. I can continue to work on it, bite-sized pieces, in a way that's just right for my energy system. And I'm okay. I've come so far already. And now that I'm working on this, the rest of the journey is going to be easier. And then we just do 1 or 2 rounds of tapping through all of the points. There is more to do here, definitely. This box contains a whole lot of pieces about this big issue of mine. I couldn't do all the pieces today. That's okay. Absolutely, there's more to do here. And all those pieces are safely in the box right now for me to continue to work on, one small piece at a time, in a way that's manageable for my energy system. And I choose to remember I've come so far already. Yes, this is a big issue. And I've carried it already for so long. And I do want to be free of it now. And the way to be free of it, like any elephant I need to eat, is to work through it one bite-sized chunk at a time. Just one little bite size. One little piece at a time. I can do this. I can do this. And all the pieces are waiting for me in my box until I can take them out one at a time. Let's just do the finger points as well. I'll do this in a way that's good for my nervous system. Not flood my nervous system with all the pieces all at once. I choose to be kind with myself in this process and just do little chunks at a time, one at a time. That's the way I choose to do this. And I can rest easy now, knowing that I don't have to do it all in one go. Elephants are eaten one little piece at a time, one little mouthful at a time. And that's the way I can do this work as well. Being kind to myself, even though I know there's more work to do, that's okay. I've made so much progress despite this big problem, and I can continue to make progress in this lovely way. Just one little piece at a time. And take a nice deep breath in and out. Oh, that feels better. And I hope that puts it in perspective for you. We don't have to do all in one session, especially if it's a big thing. And we can imagine that it's could be feeling overwhelming if we bring this one big thing and we expect all of it to go in one session. That's not how life goes. It's not how healing goes. It happens in layers, in pieces. And I wish you well on your journey of healing. And remember to keep on being kind with yourself. Healing is a wonderful thing to do, and it's not always comfortable. We don't sit on the couch wishing healing upon us and it just magically descends. We sometimes have to go to really uncomfortable places. And that's why a lot of kindness and gentleness in the process is an absolute must. Thank you for watching, and I wish you well.